We'll start in a seated position. Now, be aware of how your body feels, right? All of these things are progressive training methods. If we go into something too hard, our mind will feel overwhelmed and it will really spark up and cause difficulty. Same thing with our body. So if your body isn't used to sitting in a meditative position with no back support for a long period of time, then set yourself up against a wall. And we've even got chairs, right? It doesn't particularly matter. Okay, so we'll make ourselves nice and comfortable here. The first thing to start with is to make sure that we have a nice stable platform so it feels square. We're kind of upright through our body posture, but not taxed, so kind of relaxed through the body. Once we've done that, our hands can sit on our knees or they can sit in our lap. There's all sorts of little variations on that. If you have a normal practice, then you're more than welcome. And if it feels okay, we can close the eyes. So inevitably, just on closing our eyes, this can already create a little bit of difficulty. Notice as soon as you start to reduce your senses, the mind might become a touch louder. That's okay. Now we'll stay with our eyes closed, but we can notice how quickly the mind creates a story, which leads to a next story, which leads to a next story. And this is going to be based on, I want this, I don't want that, I like this, I don't like that, what's happening in the future, what's happening in the past. And it's all just replaying scenarios, testing things, looking at what's going on within itself. So we're going to look to harness our concentration first. So let's come back to feeling that sensation at our nostrils. So as we breathe in, we can feel the air moving in through the nose. Breathing out, we can feel slightly warmer air exiting through the nose. Feel that sensation. Feel the tips of the nostrils. We can feel it inside the nose, we can feel the sensation inside the nose. And now the mind is going to wander, and when it does, bring the attention back. It's not a failure if it wanders, it will wander, and it will bring up thoughts, that's what it does. Our training is to bring the attention back to the nostrils. Feel that sensation again. Again, when the mind wanders, we come back. Now, if you're finding this practice difficult, we can modify it, making it a touch easier. As we breathe in, we notice the breath moving in. And breathing out, we can count 1. Breathing in, we notice it moving in. Breathing out, we can count 2. And then inevitably the mind will wander. The building of the strength is when we bring our attention back. Attention comes back to the breath moving in, counting the breath moving out. Just following that same practice. And gently letting go of our practice there. So we can move through the neck and shoulders. Give yourself a good roll. Yep. Okay. Make yourself nice and comfortable.